Howdy, partners. Welcome to this week's bonus ep. It's episode 116. And we want to clarify because my mom was a little bit confused about this. The bonus eps that are going to come out every week aren't an extended version of the one that comes out on Wednesday. It's just a bonus, like an additional one, whether we go off on a completely new tangent or we touch further on things that we discussed in Wednesday's episode. Because she was like, wait, is it the full episode that you release on Wednesday, but now with bonus minutes?
Okay, well, that makes sense that she thought that
because we used the word extension.
That's what I was just about to say. I was like, that's our fuck up then.
Mm-hmm.
So by extension, we mean that it is just an add-on.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so full episode always, and then Friday is just
a little fun.
Yeah, a little fun, shorter, a lot shorter. Typically, watch, they become like 45 minutes.
No, they can't, but maybe they can.
Maybe they can. I could.
We just can't call them bonus eps anymore. Then they'd have to just be regular episodes.
Yeah, they might evolve into something else, which is we're totally open to anyway. We just wanted to start releasing things 2 times a week, so that's what's happening.
Yeah. Amanda, aren't you proud? Amanda, one of our best friends, was a big pusher of this from the very beginning. She's like, look, what you're doing is amazing, but I want more, and I want 2 times a week minimum. And I'm like, oh my God, do you know what that entails?
Yeah, we're like, absolutely not. Now we're like, let's send it.
But now, yeah, fuck it, rip
yeah, we're doing it.
But now that we know our kind of flow and that we do kind of 2 in a day, then it makes it easier versus like having to set up and sit down twice a week and edit seemed like a lot. But if you just bust them out, then they're good.
Our capacity to do things now has really grown, I would say.
From the beginning. Oh my God.
You
guys sitting down and doing a podcast in the very early days.
It took everything out of us.
We were
done.
Now we feel energized. We could like go hang out with people.
Absolutely. Yeah. Good for us. Something
I wanted to mention, which doesn't have anything to do with the episode that came out on Wednesday. So you're in luck.
No longer an extension.
No, but we can go back to anything that we discussed. But I was thinking about this after we finished recording. I went to the bathroom and I was like, like old me would have been not very confident in myself. Like I've always been a very confident person, but Tess these days is just like there's a deeper confidence, meaning it's not necessarily attached to like how my skin is looking, because we know I've had troubles with my skin in the past, or like how my body's looking, because honestly, like my body isn't what it even used to be. And like that's been a whole thing for me. But I just have this like deeper confidence these days. And I don't know if it's because the quality of relationships I have with other people is better in my life these days, or if it's like my relationship with myself, like because I'm spending more time alone, I just feel more connected to myself. I don't know what it is. It could have easily gone the other direction where I felt like more insecure because I'm like single now and like it's kind of wild out here. But like honestly, things have been, I don't know, like I was just going to the bathroom. I was like, wow, like the confidence that comes from just sitting down in front of a camera and wow,
is literally crazy. Like it's like a real thing.
I hope that this doesn't come off as like bragging. I just had a moment where I was like, I'm just kind of proud of like, you're not even letting, like today, like my skin is not doing so hot because I just was traveling and like other things that affected it. I'm like, wow, typically I would have been like, I don't want to do this. I like don't even care.
Well, I think that's really amazing and I'm happy to hear that. And I think that I don't know if it's just getting older, but also from our experience of having a podcast and like going for our dreams, you know, which is really awesome. And it makes you feel completely different. Like we feel like on a whole new level, and we talk about this all the time, but we don't share it on here that much, I don't think. But having this is fucking amazing and also gives us more, I think, more substance. And that's why I think like internally you feel different.
Yeah.
Because I was comparing it to like, okay, when I was younger, if I had one pimple, everything was off. Like I felt that only my exterior was the good part of me because I hadn't lived life. Like I was young and like what else did I have to offer? Which of course I had a lot to offer, but at that time I didn't know. But now I'm like, oh my God, it doesn't matter if I have a pimple or whatever, my hair is fucked up. I don't know. I have so much to offer in other ways that it's like, it really doesn't matter. Like we shine bright regardless if we don't think we look our best that day. You know?
Yeah. I feel like it's all connected, but that's a huge part of it for sure. of like, I'm kind of like unwavering these days because I have my own thing going on. And it's like, it's okay if other things aren't like perfectly lined up because I feel so good about this.
Yeah. It has such a strong presence, but it definitely relays into every other part because I feel like, I don't know, we're really just having this discussion now. So it's funny to like, it's live.
That it's going public.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, this is actually live. We have not discussed this before this time, but I don't know. I don't know.
Don't have to expand more because
no, I like to think on the spot because I think that that's a valuable skill to have. But yeah, I do like that.
Yeah,
that's happening.
It was just a moment of like, good job, Tess. And maybe it's because a lot has happened in my personal life in the past week.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wow, I don't know. I just feel like, okay, we're like handling things very well. Like I'm almost like kind of surprised by myself. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I know that I'm like very capable and confident, but the level of confidence and capability that I'm exuding is just
next level.
Kind of surprising me.
Well, I like that because I would say same to my experience too. And I like that we're both there because then it just makes us feel unstoppable, you know? And then when things come up, I'm like, all right, this is trying to push me down, but like the universe is not going to let our dreams like stop like for anything. Like we're going full force still. And it gets stronger and stronger by the day. Yeah. Which is like so tight. I'm like, let's just do it. 5 episodes a week. I'm just kidding. But you know, like
daily podcast episodes.
Like this is actually it. And we're going to keep evolving it and changing it or tweaking it until everyone sees that this is it as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but that kind of does touch on the episode we just talked about in a way.
Yeah. Especially because what we talked about in the last episode was kind of like weird work experiences that we've had or like working underneath other people and just like, whoa, what the heck?
Yeah.
And then just the idea that like we'll get to work for ourselves. Very liberating.
So awesome.
Very liberating to be in the power position, you know?
Yeah. I just love it.
Something that I touched on in the very early days of us having our own podcast. We were no longer the wellness rookies. We had transitioned to Conscious Cowboys, but it was when we started really taking like in studio photos and having a clear vision of what we wanted to look like. And I just remember, even though like, I mean, I can't speak for you, but like I was not very confident in front of the camera. But like I don't want to say like, oh, we weren't, but like I just wasn't very confident in front of the camera in those days. I just didn't, I don't know. I would like look at the photos of myself and be like, are you kidding?
Yeah.
Because like I had this idea of what I wanted to execute and I just wasn't sure if I was actually hitting it. But that was an insecurity thing.
It's so crazy though, because sometimes my idea of what I think it should look like is like another person, like back then. Yeah. And I'm like, how are you going to achieve that? You're you freak. Yeah.
I feel like that's actually really common.
Yes.
Like you have this vision of like what you'd want to look like. And then you're like, but that's not
even what I look like. How am I going to look like that? We don't use crazy filters and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
But I remember sharing when we kind of first did that shoot of just like, whoa, this is liberating to finally be in like a creative and like director position where I call the shots. I mean, we call the shots, but like we are equal. And I have never been in a position where I've been able to call shots before.
Yeah.
I've always been like, how can I execute your vision?
No, my vision now, bitch. No, I think the same with
in
that.
In fairness, I am executing other people's visions still.
Totally. We still are. Yeah. But
our own also.
Also our own. Yeah. And then it'll become off balance in a better way of like we're up here and then we're doing that less. Yeah. So that's great news. But I like in terms of like the photo shoot stuff or just what we're doing now, I always write it in my journal as like I'm not hiding anymore. Like I like that we put ourselves out there and we just like we don't really care. I mean, we care. Like everyone kind of cares a little bit, but not enough to stop us. So I'm always like, yeah, I'm not hiding anymore. Like I hid. I feel like I hid for a while, and now I'm like, no.
Oh yeah.
No.
We totally hid. it's fucking scary.
Yeah.
In the beginning, not so scary anymore, but in the beginning, ooh, that was a lot to just hurl ourselves into. But that's such an important thing to say to yourself of like, I'm not hiding anymore.
Oh yeah. I
feel like you are really not hiding anymore.
No.
I love it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, no, it's too like I've worked so hard on myself, and I'm also, I feel like anything I say right now, it sounds like I'm going to be full of myself, but like I'm a very special person. So to hide myself is just like, that's just rude. Not even saying it's like, oh, people wouldn't get me. That's like so rude to do to other people. Like, no, it's just like rude to do to myself. Like you worked hard, go show yourself. What the fuck? Like it doesn't even have to do with like my physical body or anything. It's just like me as I
your
am.
Mind,
it's like
your heart,
cool.
Everything.
So like,
agreed.
go.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. What a unforeseen little motivational episode we just are
I
giving.
feel like very motivated right now. Like we're gonna
what should we
crush
go
some
do?
What
we film
should
some
we
workout
do?
videos right now.
Yeah, exactly. Get, like fully dressed. We need to do. We're gonna do something that will channel this energy in a very positive way.
Okay, guys. Well, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for listening.
If
Thanks
you're
for
listening
watching
on release day, which is Friday, have a good weekend.
Happy Friday. Yeah.
It's party time.
Yeah, it is.
And we'll talk to you guys next week.
Yeah.
Take care.
Soon.
Oh, I said take care.
Oh, that's okay.
I forgot
That's
our sign
cute.
off.
No, that's fine.
Talk soon.
Yeah.
Okay,
Talk
bye.
soon.